Hello, hi, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
How are you, sir?
Good. All good, all good.
So, shall we start the meeting, sir?
Yeah, please do so. Yeah. Sorry, I just got delayed. Yeah, please start.
Okay,
Can
so
tell me the context first, please. What is the context of the meeting?
good evening, all of you. Today we have a very famous personality, a founder and a director of RolaFace, RolaFace Software Private Limited. It is a software development and consulting company with integrity to the core. His name is Vinod Chand, and very welcome to sir. And sir, today we are holding this meeting just to get some insights as we are going to step into the corporate world. So we want to take some insights from you. First
Okay.
of all, I have a question from you. So,
Okay. Okay. Before I answer something, good evening to all of you. And first of all, it's good to connect, good to connect with industry people so that we understand, okay, what the requirement is in advance before we jump into corporate world. It's a good idea. And the second one is you asked me, okay, okay, let me ask one more question also. Like you guys saying, so which year are you in now? Like, is it final year now, second year, third year?
sir, we are in first year and second semester. We have just entered in second semester. It is going to
Oh,
end.
okay, all of you.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
We
sir.
are from the same
Okay,
batch.
okay. So good to know that. Okay, you guys are trained in a way. Okay, you know. Okay, what time it is and when to connect with industry experts. It's good that way. And I would also request you should explore multiple people in the city or even after the city to know more about industry. And most important because AI is coming in, so of course there are job threats also in IT and consulting. Let me answer your question now. You said what are the key areas of finance which we should study before jumping into corporate. So first of all, I think you guys will know that okay, no business can run without finance, or if I can say, no business can run without banks. So that's why I say I think that's why I chose banking as a IT career. Of course, you want to develop things, you want to say do consulting, you want to do support, and but on top of that, you want to know which industry I should go to. So you should choose like whether it's a telecom or banking or maybe insurance sector. So best idea is, or I thought best idea would be that I choose a sector which has got widespread kind of scope for me. That's why I chose banking. That's one. Then what should I know before coming to banking sector? I think basic finance, like we should know accounting, basic accounting, what we studied during maybe if you guys studied sometimes studied commerce in your school days, that will help for sure.
Yes,
If
sir.
not, then I would suggest you should keep an eye on how the bank operates, what are the type of accounts they do, what are the kind of corporate banking is done. We can read Financial Times if you guys know, and should follow financial news. If you see, okay, if there are, so stock market is going up down, you should know why, what's happening there. So I think it's good to know about finance, not just for your career, but also to develop yourself as an investor tomorrow, or as a even as a what do you say, uh, good financial analyst for your own finance. That's what I can say. I hope I answered your question.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Good evening, sir. So, one thing I would like to ask you is that we talk about you should have a good knowledge of finance and all that. But as my basic field is finance itself, so I would like to go in the consultancy regarding finance, especially if it is an IT industry. I think that will be helpful as AI is coming in the today's modern industry. So I would like to ask, which financial skills are the most important for working in IT consulting or in especially or in bank consulting?
Okay. So if you could repeat your question, you're saying which financial, which like if you give me example, what kind of question
So,
is that?
which financial skills are most important for working in IT consulting or banks? Sir, for example, do one need to have a good knowledge of financial modeling or valuation, or should one be able to use AI like Claude Anthropic in
Okay.
today's world, as Claude has developed new models for equity research and all that, or is it basic Excel skills that can get a graduate in the opening years for it? So, what are the things that today's era is developing?
Okay, I think most important, you know that okay, all financial, all finance sectors or all financial institutions, those are kind of either run by or run around banks. So if you understand banking, I think like basic banking at least, what what does bank do, like how they generate money into their accounts, and then what they use that money for, and how they generate income out of it. And then of course basic books, I would say, like how journals are maintained, how my profit and loss accounts are maintained, how my balance sheets are prepared. So now I think if I could recommend, like maybe you can go through some podcasts where they're talking about numbers. Of course, we might not grasp all in first go, but we should try to like kind of focus, okay, what they're talking about, and maybe have that understanding bit by bit, so that tomorrow when I enter into corporates, if I heard those words before, that will definitely help for sure. Now coming to okay, what how AI is threatening us into business. Like if you talk about development or consulting, development, I think you all guys are aware that okay, many experts are saying the development jobs will be gone, and that's so true, because I think mainly on fresher level, development job should be gone, if not in 5 years time, but 10 years time for sure. Yeah, it should be gone from there. Reason is because basic reasoning what freshers used to apply, I think those tasks are gone. uh, Maybe company will have experts like who understand or who can train the agents, or kind of nitpick what mistake AI is making, and then train the model to not to repeat the same mistake again. So of course that part we should consider, and then basic, as I said, basic books booking. When I say books, I mean financial books. We should study. That will definitely help. It does not matter which field you choose, whether you choose consulting, you choose development, or you choose any field for that matter. Even you go to telecom, you should know how telecom industry generates income. Ultimately, it comes to okay, what loan at what rate, what profit you make, and how. So ultimately, it goes to all those that financial education. And as I said before, does not matter whether you enter into financial institutions or not. Even you should know your own finance, right? I should know how to manage my money. So yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for insight.
No, thank you.
So my question is, how can IT solution help companies to reduce cost and improve profits?
You mean which company, which IT company?
Like IT solutions in any company,
Okay, I
how
think
IT solutions are
okay.
helping them?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, yeah. I understand. So let me give an example. Like say, cost saving is not done only through like I built some IT solution for a company, and then things are done faster. Even that saves a cost. So you want to acquire a customer. If I bring in some IT solution there through which I can communicate. Think of WhatsApp. So if I integrate my WhatsApp into some for a company like say as a shop merchant who is operating only in say Burton market at the moment. But if ask them, okay, if you could implement something as a very simple solution, that okay, I create something for you, and through WhatsApp you could reach your customers. So even that could help to reach uh, his or her customers and approach them with offers he or she can make. So yes, of course, IT solutions bring the cost down, not just the cost down in terms of, but in terms of operational efficiency. It's like say, think about banking now, because I'm in banking sector, so maybe my examples will be all from banking. So if a bank is kind of want to sell its loans. Earlier, it used to be very difficult. We used to have loan officers who used to call people, please take loan from this bank at this rate and all. Now, the AI coming in, we all are feeding our profiles with requirement like I'm looking for a credit card. So all my financial requirements are out there, and of course index of Google or these companies. So I sitting at banking side can gather that knowledge and use that knowledge to target my customer base. Hope I'm making sense, right? So I could reach those customers so that before they ask money from me or before they go to other bank, I could reach them. Yeah, I saw there's a requirement, and because you're already looking for money, right? So you of course will come to me if I approach you first. So I think that way you could kind of gain more sale, more customers, and of course more business for the company. So here we did not reduce the cost as such, but because you have brought in so much customers into the bank or into the company, you'll make money. So we could sell this solution. Okay, yeah, this is what we'll do for you.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome.
Good evening, sir. My name is Rohit, and my question is, what operation skills are important for someone working in IT consulting?
Okay, most important, of course, communication skill, which will never go away. And does not matter which industry you work in. You should be convincing enough. Not exactly, I think, what we study or what we focus. Maybe I don't know you guys because but yeah, in my old days it used to be a stress point that okay, you should be able to speak good English, should be able to elaborate what you're talking about. But when I work with many people and even I hire freshers, so the problem I see here is there are people who speak very well, they know what they're talking about. But when it comes to applying that speaking skills into real world, if I give them a bank, okay, this is a bank guy, he's a consultant from this bank, from this country, you have to talk to him or her and make him convinced in a way that either they buy the solution or you tell them this is not a solution for you. So something should happen right out of this conversation. So ultimately, there are some people who are not so kind of conversant when it comes to language, but yeah, they are convincing enough for cracking a deal. And there are people who speak very good English, like they know what to talk about, and they can use say very creative words in communication, but it does not work. So when it comes to communication, what I feel is if I know or you know me as a person, that how I behave in terms of how I treat you, not exactly when there's a work, but also outside that. So we create a kind of friendship with the customer. So if you can create that link between you and your other guy there sitting on customer side, you are a good consultant, good business consultant. So ultimately, when the requirement comes on customer side, he is going to remember your name because you treated him or her very well. This is how we do, right? If you ask me, okay, if I tell you, okay, I want to buy a say Mercedes tomorrow, whom do I ask? I'll ask a guy, my friend. I know that okay, this guy always always give me a recommendation which I always admire. So I'll go to the same guy again, right? Same happens with when it comes to corporate world. You customer tends to go to a partner or company where they feel safe. Not safe in terms of whether it will cost more money or less money. No, they are bothered about whether these guys will treat me well or not. So that's simple human psychology. So I think what I recommend here is, guys, please read some psychology books where you could understand human psychology. And because these are early years, so very good to do that. And does not matter what AI does to IT industry or any other industry, human values or human skills will never be replaced. I can't replace a human being. I can't replace you for your friend, right? Can I? No. If you've got a friend for last 20 years, you know how he talks. So you have a link there. I can't replace you with some AI agent. Not a possibility. So please inculcate skills which you value as a human being. So please read some psychology books, some say philosophy, along with, of course, your tech skills. Tech skills anyway you'll gain, but focus on your soft skills.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome, boss.
Good evening here. I want to ask how can technology help improve day-to-day business operations in banks?
Okay, now I think it's kind of a repeat question, but see, if I talk about okay how banks have evolved now, think of banking like say 10 years back, maybe when you guys were very young. We used to have lines in ATM, or there were reliance on checkbooks, or there were the cash was must. We have to have demand drafts for something. Now things have changed. So ultimately, banking sector did not change much on other, but have a huge leap when it comes to payments. So main advancement what happened to banking is around payments, how we deal with cash. So UPI coming in, or if I think here we don't have that concept, but yeah, we have like mobile money where you could transfer from your mobile to mobile. It is equivalent to UPI, but this is the concept across in other countries. So how technology will help evolve banking or banks? I think around payments we have gone really. I don't know what shortcut or what could we do next, but yeah, that's a domain where we'll see a lot of improvement.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir. So my question is how technology helps to improve customer engagement and experience.
Okay, if I think best example would be Amazon. I think yes, Mr. Jeffy says that okay, my company is customer centric. If you see, if, I don't know whether you guys, of course, you guys must be using Amazon. So if you compare Amazon and Flipkart directly, so you'll see that okay, the way Amazon treats, or the kind of what do you say uh, support system Amazon is built, Flipkart is not even nearby, and that's where we see the difference between two giants. Okay, so I think when it comes to customer support, if you have implemented a proper tech there, which has been tested a lot of times with different test scenarios, like if I want to return something on Amazon, it is very easy. When it comes to Flipkart, I find really difficult to return my item, right? But the returning is common e-commerce practice. So I think when it comes to support, if we implement some solution which are really tested well, tested in real world, not with IT engineers or test engineers, tested with real customers. There, if you improve that part, you help a company to grow.
Thank you, sir.
By the sir. Sir, I have a small, very small follow-up question for you. That
Mhm.
what are some company and what are the common technologies that companies using to engage customers in a better way, in an effective way?
Okay, engaging customers, like I think social media, of course, social media platforms are the most important where most of our customers are. And depending on okay which sectors you are in, like if I'm in a manufacturing, so I run 4 companies at the moment, and one of my companies, Woodwell Therapeutics Private Limited, where we supply medicines across the border. So there we are product based company. So when it comes to product based company, it could be different scenarios where I need to be present everywhere on social media, and not just present, but also kind of have that authenticity somewhere. If someone tries to follow me, he's well treated, well spoken from my team, and if they inquire something on say medicines, I know in and out of it. So the guy who handles the requirement or say the inquiry should be knowledgeable enough to kind of continue his or her interest in the company. So that's the most important. First, you look for where the customer is, what is trying to follow, and then when you try to follow your customer, should have a guy who is knowledgeable enough to kind of engage, not disengage the customer. That's one. Second one, if I talk about service-based company, like say if I'm doing RolaFace softwares, so here we are building kind of softwares and consulting business for IT. Then my focus won't be on Twitter or Facebook or Insta. I won't be there, right? No, not needed there, because my customers are not sitting there. I should be on LinkedIn, where most of CEOs are sitting. CEOs for the bank, CTO for the bank are sitting. Then try to connect with them individually, personal level. Then start some discussion around okay what are they are going through, and keep an eye what your customers are looking for. Like, see, I need to make sure if I'm into consulting business, I need to make sure what people are buying. If someone is upgrading a software for Oracle, I should know okay this guy is upgrading the software, he might need my help. So it's kind of, you are a doctor, I just look for okay if there's a spread of any disease, I look into. I'm not there to just make money, but trying to help these peoples out of the problem. Once I do that, of course, I'll make money in the process. So that's the idea, what I feel.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very, very much. To we are delightful and grateful to have you in this meeting. And I'm blown up with the knowledge that you have. And I'm very excited and looking forward to have some other day you and with some other questions. I'm extremely delighted and extremely astonished that a person could have this differentiated and uh, variety of knowledge. So thank you for that, and we'll be ending this meeting now. So thank you very much, sir.
Okay, thank you guys. Best of luck for your journey. And if you need some help sometime, I'm there. No issues. And why there? I'm not just saying it just for saying, but because I feel if there was someone whom I could speak with when I was like in my second year BTech, should have really helped me. So not learning by mistakes, but if someone can guide me, okay, yes, you could go take this route. It definitely helps. Yeah. So no problem there. All right. So good luck, guys.
Thank you,
Nice
sir.
talking to you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, sir.
Good
Thank
night.
you so much,
Thank
sir.
you.
Good night, sir.
Anything?
Yes, sir.
No, sir.